Hello, everyone, and as always, welcome back to Strategy Gaming Dojo, where we find, learn, and play one more turn of the great strategy games. And this is Gary Grigsby's War in the East 2, our Let's Play against the Soviet AI. Sorry, I started this episode as a live stream. I just knew I was going to have problems. Anytime it won't send the tweet out announcing the stream, I'm like, uh-oh, there's going to be internet issues. And I called off yesterday because I was afraid that would happen and nothing I hate more than when a stream crashes. So sorry about that, but I'm going to go ahead and record this one because I want to keep the game moving along, and then we'll try to get back up tomorrow on the live stream. I'll have my troubleshooters look at it again. Who are my troubleshooters? Well, my dad and just like random people I talk to that know stuff about internet. So the internet. When I say internet, I sound old. The internet, the interwebs. So anyway, I'll have somebody take a look. The settings are exactly like they've been for months, and we've been having, everything's been going fine. So anyway, I did go back up on Twitch today, and that could be the problem. I just have, issue after issue with Twitch, but that's for another day. Let's get back on the map. Now, up to this point, all you missed if you didn't watch part one, this is going to be point two of this episode, is I was up here just kind of scratching my head about where exactly to put the Germans up here. I've got Hungarians trying to stand in the way. I've got some Italians trying to stand in the way. I was worried about this unit, and I guess I still am. Can this guy get up there? He can't, but he could stand back here. I've got German Hungarian here. That's 12,000. Um, I do think I will bring him up here and then eventually double stack if we can, mainly just because if this gets tossed aside, I want to have something else up here. I do think I'll take this command and move it back. I had him stacked on the German, but now I've got a German unit up here, but he can't get very far. Actually, I guess I will keep him there. Maybe that's why I had it done that way in the first place. All right, 6 of 9 there. He's only got the one unit under his command. I'm going to put him back here on the rail in case he has to flee in a hurry. We've got second Hungarian armor up here, or army, did I say armor? 52nd Corps. Yeah, he's got artillery, he's got flak, two pioneer battalions, and a heavy werfer. Okay, this Italian command, I guess I'm going to stack that with German troop as well. Now I've got more Germans that I could bring here potentially. But is this where we really need them? Well, maybe, but let's first of all move our Luftwaffe field divisions and let's go into the mud, into the swamp and the swank out here. Okay, and then we've got, gosh, this guy's in bad shape. My goodness, we've got a real deficit of any quality in this area. No surprise to you. This guy's way out here. Let's actually disband. He's got 3,400 men. Well, we're going to lose this anyway. Let's just disband that depot because we already know that. And let's take this unit. He can't get far. Now, one of the reasons I had him still here is because he's in the swamp. Uh, and I liked that. This is light woods. Well, I mean, that's just a cavalry unit. Just. Why don't we have him go here and get blown away? But at least he'll have to use up some of his movement points to do so. We got secondary rail back there. This Luftwaffe Field Division, what is this? Rough. Okay, that's good. And then Swamp. Okay, that's good. And we just getting close to a major rail line there, obviously. He is in rough. These Hungarians, only 5,800 troops, though. And hopefully I can scoot down up here, or at least I wanted to, but we're going to have to go through all of this first. All right, so this, well, I'm just going to leave that as is. I've got Germans here. I've got one German there, German division. That's only 7,100. I probably need to bring one more here. I already moved the Italians. First Romanian armor. Well, I've been sending everything Romanian to Romania, which probably makes sense to keep that going. Why don't we bring this guy in? Where else could we? I mean, we could use him in a lot of places, don't get me wrong. Halfway decent unit here. Let's look down here at the headquarters. That's 3rd Panzer Corps 9. Here's Romanian Cavalry Corps. He's at 8 of 9, but I think we could put this unit in there. He can go to 10 of 9. I'm not going to not put him here because of that. So let's put him into Chernovsky and we'll give him to Cavalry Romanian Corps. Okay, that's fine. Now he's off the train. No, he's not. Off train. There we go. Now let's tell him to move and let's just get him right here. So you can see with the Romanians, I'm just trying to layer the defense, right? And he's part of this group now. We've got more Romanian cores. We may eventually bring another one or two up here. Are these guys in rough? Yeah, it doesn't make a whole hell of a lot of sense for cavalry to be in rough. But again, I just want them to kind of stand in the way because they're not going to be able to hold off much. That all looks fine. Now then, these German units. Well, if we go to the north, we certainly could use more German infantry here, like here, so we can move some of the motorized out and around. So we have these two German divisions, and we have a third one back here, 23rd ID. This one I'm going to take north. All right. So this one will bring up to, there's not a good place to get off the train up here because it's all swampy and whatever else. Let's take him Volga. How about we put him in right here? At least he'll be on a road. We can't take him off the train this time, but let's put him right up here. Pskov, Riga area. Should I maybe bring him in here though? Let's undo that really quickly. What if I brought him in here and then I can move one of the motorized? Um, all right, actually I'll do that. And if nothing else, I can move the motorized more up north next turn. So let's put him there. That looks fine to me. And then let's go. So we've moved this one. This is just the OKL, just making sure. And then we need an infantry to come in into Minsk again, into this area again. Over and over. We need to keep bringing guys here. Now that, gosh darn it, that's 98. What's here? Yeah, that's a brand new division that we brought in kind of into this area. We could try to put another one here, although hell, I don't know. Can these Hungarians hold on? Maybe. I hope. Uh, this guy could jump back and maybe double stack. I hate to take him out of the rough though. German division there. These are all Luftwaffe field divisions and their corps. As a matter of fact, let's move the corps back. They all still in command? They are. Okay, I guess I really want to go into this area right here. Is there anything else? No. Let's get Army Group Center out of here. Let's put Army Group Center back in Kaunas. I'm not really sure why I have that there. Second Army, he's fine. Ninth Army, okay, there's his guys. Third Panzer Army, I've got a lot of armies out here. Um, we could actually take this Panzer Corps. He's 11 of 15. Second Panzer, he's got this corps all the way up here, 23 of 15. Got it. Okay, let's actually put this guy in 3rd Panzer. So we'll put this in 3rd Panzer Army. Okay. Now they turn neon yellow. Okay, and then we can take no, this is Guderian, sorry. Let's take Guderian and set him up here, on the rail, maybe like right there. So let's march him up here, and now he's got all of this Second Panzer in command, including the SS, right here. I think that works a lot better. So we've got infantry coming in here. 4th Panzer now goes out to this Panzer Corps, who's got the 2 Panzer divisions, 39th. He does have support units. Great. And let's give him, oh gosh, that's so unbuilt. I'm not going to, we've got such a lack of AA. I'm not going to have that one go on refit. So we've got Hungarians there. That all looks scary as heck. So let's take this one unit, put him on the train, and bring him kind of into this area. I wish he could get off the train here. Can he? At Lida? Well, let's see. 98. Usually you need 100. Yeah, no, can't do it. All right, let's back that up then. Can he come in? He would get a 104 there, but here's where that other division is. 96, 94, 97. What about up in here? He could probably get off the train there. He can't go all the way to Minsk. What do we have going on here? We've got the Super Depot. We've got this unit we want to rebuild. We've got 35th Corps. Well, I don't want to move any of that. Maybe he needs to come in at Vilnius after all, and then we can move him down here next turn. All right, that's what I'm going to do. Let's bring him to Vilnius. He can then get off the train. Still got a few movement points. Can he move? He can move a couple. All right, and we're just going to run him down here. Now, the third one, do we put him in this area? And what else do we have here? We have 68th Corps. Okay, good to know. This infantry, I mean, look, we need everything in the south we can get. We also need help in this area, certainly. German there. We've got a German up here. You know, as we try to kind of patch this together, we're going to have more infantry coming in next time. The South has been, I don't want to say okay, but I mean, it's been better than the North and the center, certainly. So with a division there and a division coming there, we could put another division up in this area. Let's just put him in Brest-Litovsk, and we'll take him off the train and then move. I don't know. We'll move him out on this road. All right. So if there's any kind of breakthrough here, if they really start to break through here, we can then converge the two German divisions and try to do something with that, like pray. You know, I mean, we need more help back here. I'm not going to claim we don't, but I don't really know that there's a whole hell of a lot we could do about this. We could also, again, try to squeeze this unit, but gosh, these guys are getting weak. Let's also go back, like at this Panzer Corps Van Vettenghof, and see if there's any other support we can get there. I don't see it. Let's look what goes up the chain at 6th Army. Not a whole lot. I mean, with a little bit of light flak, but that's it. What about these corps? Can they get anything more? We've doled out the battalions, the tank battalions and whatnot. This corps, okay. Can they get support units? Nothing really. We've doled most of it out. And that's fine. I mean, I want it on the battlefield. I'm just making sure. So now he's got 6th Army. That's going straight there. Let's make sure we've got what we need. He's at 24 of 27. Okay. Let's then go to 4th Panzer Army, 28 of 27. That looks all right. 1st Romanian Corps. I've got 2 Romanian Corps back here to be rebuilders, as I'll call them. We've got 3rd Romanian Army. That looks fine. This Panzer Corps will go back to 1st, 32 of 27. Okay, well, let's go back to 4th, which is actually right here. He's 28 to 27. We just got too much. We may have to turn these guys back into an assault army just so they're not getting huge penalties. Romanian cavalry goes here. He's going straight back to Antonescu. I think we actually want him to go straight. So we've got another rebuilder there. I think we want him to go back to 3rd Romanian Army. Why not? I mean, we can to add another layer. So let's go back to, and what I mean by that is just another layer of command. He now goes back to 3rd Romanian, which is well within its command limit, who then goes to Antonescu. I like that. Okay. Out this way, let's make sure we've got 17th Corps. We've got all of that that we need. Back here, we've got 13th Corps. We've got everything we need. Could they be pulling more? Nope. We've really just got construction, anti-aircraft. Nothing back here other than Army Group A, which we have 64 in. that's all up this way, including this FBD Super Depot. I want him probably in Lvov, although who does he have down here? That's a phantom blue line. Otherwise, he's got the Italians and he's got what, 17th Army. Should go back to him. Army Group A. Yep, sure enough. We've got some artillery sitting at 17th. Well, that doesn't seem to make a heck of a lot of sense. 11th, motorized army flak. Nothing really that we need there. 54th, he's got all the support he should be getting. 59th, that looks pretty good. All right, what about this guy? 52nd. Okay, no. So I think what I'm going to do is 17th Army. I'm going to unlock that, let it flow up to OKH, and then we'll pull it down into other places we may need it. But I'd rather have it up at OKH, so let's pull there. We do have this new core in here. Not really sure what I want to do with him yet. I mean, we're getting a lot more units on the map. I may bring him up here north. He could march all the way up here. Boy, these guys would be pissed off, right? Uh, Having to go all the way up here, not by train. Why don't we bring him into Kaunas? I have a feeling if we need him anywhere, it's going to be in the north or the center. Okay, we've got this set up. I think we'd already kind of done this. I mean, look, it looks horrible. It looks horrific, if you'd rather. That's going to get attacked. Okay, we've got that infantry. We've got infantry here and motorized. I really want to stack that motorized there. Or back these guys up here. They don't have a fort level. This is rough. I don't want him to run right through here, but even if he does, I think we'll be all right. Let's move this up here in the rough. He would have to go through rough. I think that's okay. And then I think yeah, let's just leave that there. Full division and a motorized, and a halfway decent division. As we move up here, Fifth Corps got plenty of support. Okay, let's check out his guys. That looks all right. 76. This does not look all right. That does not really look all right. Um, Oof. This Luftwaffe Field Division I just have here for manpower, certainly. This guy did not rebuild last time, and that's really who I wanted to get over here. We've got the Sturm Division and just a French infantry. That doesn't look good. That's only 11,000 men. Let's see if we can get some more moving this way, because none of this looks good. Now, he looks strong. In Minsk itself, it looks fine, and then guy looks okay. But that's this is not going to cut it. So let's go north to south. We may have to just pull back a little bit. I don't want to. I mean, we're starting to build fort levels out here. Maybe we kind of cut this off, this up here. Maybe we have to cut it off a little bit shallower. I mean, I don't want this to be a true bulge, but we may have to pull some of this back a little bit. We had already started to pull a little bit of this. Now, can all of this get back? That's a good unit. Okay. So let's go ahead and move him there. This unit, okay, this can help a little bit. That's as far back as we can go. These guys are going to have to come down here and triple stack with some of this stuff. That's strong enough to hold on. So I'm not that worried about that. But then we have a 6,000 here. I mean, what's he commanding? Oh, he's at 9 of 9. What's Hubei commanding? He's at 8 of 9. What is 10th Corps? Recknagel. That's 8 of 9. This guy 8 of 9. Wow. Okay, so I am glad I brought this other command up this way. We could go grab one of these other corps headquarters. I wanted this guy to be a rebuilder, but I just maybe we put Second Army there, and this guy runs up and takes some command. I think he's going to have to. When I say run up, I'm not sure if that's accurate. I mean, he's going to come. I mean, I really want this stacked with its core, but I could. It's Fourth Army, Second Army. Second Army really should be over here. He's got guys in the field. Okay, that's the Panzer. Okay, what does it look like here? Well, there it is, Walt Weiss. This is what I was looking for. If somehow we could start to shift some of the command a little bit. All right, so let's take one of these guys, 6,000. We don't need it there, we know that, but we probably do need it here. So let's move him in there, okay? And then we'll take the French. You could tell I was saying F there, but probably didn't know why. Let's take the French and we'll just put them, how about right there? Okay, but I want these guys all to be the same. So the French, we could put that in with Hubei, and let's do that. So he can go in with the 8th Corps. 8th Corps, all right? Now Hubei has got 9 of 9 exactly. Now he's got 8 of 9, but I am going to give him, so 5th Corps, that's already 5th Corps. Let's go here. 5th Corps, okay. Now we got a better double stack there anyway. Now this looks weak as hell. 342nd, I think, has to get back here. Let's stack, undo. Thank goodness I could undo that. Let's take 4,000, this guy, just this guy, and we're going to put him right here if we can. God, I want that to be a super depot, though. Well, for now, anyway, then I guess I can't really stack the way I wanted to. All right, we'll move him back, and we'll put him in the 35th instead of 10th Corps. He's just, it's so weak, he can't do anything anyway. 35th Corps, all right. And then we'll take this other unit here, 52nd ID, and we'll bring him down here. But before I do, let's look. Okay, I just want to make sure one of those guys wasn't substantially better. He's certainly not. Okay, now 5th Corps is at 10 of 9. He's going up there, but we actually want him to go back to 10th, who's now at 6 of 9. So let's put this in 10th Corps. Just kind of shortening this line up here now. Radio then, 7,400. That's still pretty damn weak, but we've got this guy is going to come here. And should I put him there? Should I back this guy up? Potentially. What is this? That's swamp. No, I don't want to back that up. So let's triple stack there. I really, that's 7,000. This is 12,000 men, but I mean, these guys are in really bad shape. I'm really worried about having two right next to each other that are so weak right here. But I'm not sure there's a whole hell of a lot I can do about it. We've got a 4 of 9 down here. What does this look like now? 8 of 9. Okay, under Kleeman. Recknagel has got 8 of 9. 10 of 9. Didn't work out perfectly, but we've got to keep that there. Hubei has got 9 of 9 down here. All right. Now then, um, I think what I want to do, I did want to scoot these guys back one, but I hate to get out of that Swamp Hex level 1 fort and Light Woods. Do I dare? I think I do dare take one of these around here and start scooting this way. Now, I think this group here will allow me to double stack in some more places. So I am going to take, and let's take the weaker of the two. He's 60. That is 62. So it is the top guy. He also has fewer men. What do we have directly in town? Okay, let's take this guy and go here. And then we want to make sure, so this is Rendelik. This is, did somebody say I mispronounced that last time? I mean, what is it? Rendelik? Rendelich? Okay, whatever you tell me it is, I'll pronounce it that way. Now, Walt Weiss is a little low on guys. He is 6th Corps. I know that. So let's put this in 6th Corps. Okay. and just building a little more strength over here anyway. That's 17,000. They were getting bull rushed. I've now got the motorized here. I've got a Panzer division on reserve behind them. Now they may try to break through that. We've got two kind of crappy looking infantry divisions there. This guy is kind of out here on his own. I wanted to leave him here, but now I'm afraid of this getting bull rushed. I think what I'm going to do instead is go put him on ready and stack him with the infantry. That makes that a hell of a lot tougher. They're all in 7th Corps. That works. 6th Corps, he's in 7th Corps. This is now 8 of 9. So let's do this. Let's put you in 6th Corps, actually. And we'll roll that way. Let's make sure that Walt Weiss, yeah, he's got everything he needs. Uh, Gustav Fenn has everything he needs. Ninth, Rindelik. I'm just going to keep saying it that way until somebody tells me exactly how to pronounce it. Do, 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 do. I wish this unit I could get somewhere else. We've got new divisions coming down this way. We're trying to make a stand there. I feel okay about this area. I just don't like this one spot where, I mean, if he busts through right here, he can get onto the rail. But we have a strong zone of control there. But this is weak. That's weak. That's kind of weak. Um, do I bring this down here? I mean, he's bull rushing me right there as well. Afraid these guys are gonna get knocked back. But would I be better off to go there? If they come from the north, it's not as bad as if they come from down here. I am gonna put this guy over here. Kleeman's. I already switched his command this time, though, didn't I? No, I did not switch his command. All right. I think I'll be able to shift something else back up there next time. I think we kind of have to do this. All right, let's put this in 53rd Corps. He's going to have to be over for a turn. I just think we needed more manpower there. It's only a level 1 fort. We've also obviously got real problems right there as well. If he busts through, we're going to have to turn some of this motorized back, or even this Panzer division. Got two German infantry divisions there, but they're just beat all to hell. Uh, I did move this back over here, but I'm afraid he would run the gap there. I think we got to roll that way. Okay, let's keep moving up this way then. See if there's anything else. I don't think until we get this infantry on the line, there's really much we can do up here. We've just got to absorb the attacks. That's a brand new infantry. We'll have another new infantry. Probably put him there. Allow the mech to move north. We've got two infantry here. We could maybe get this mech north. We've got this Panzer division on reserve. All right, I think that's how we're going to roll. I don't have you guys to yell at me this time. I hate that. You know I hate it when you can't yell at me. Um, we have nothing left back here. Let's try to fly some freight out into the Crimea. Okay, so let's go out there. I do not want it staging in Sevastopol. I want it coming out of Constanta if we can. Let's do a single mission. And we lose no transport planes. Okay, cool. And that's going right into the core there. Again, it should be the best place to go out here. Level 2 airfield onto a Corps headquarters and the Italian Corps headquarters. And there's a depot here. I'm going to keep flying it here, but we got to do it through Constanta. So Constanta again, I'm going to do multiple missions till they just run out of gas here, because we're seeing no Soviet air activity. Somebody brought up in the comments, how are you still getting supply in here? Well, it's a great question. A human would be running interdiction around here. The AI is not. Fine by me. I'm not going to complain about it. I think we pretty much exhausted that. Let's see what we can get going out of Odessa. Look at that. It wants to run it out of that place. No, we're not going to do that. How about Roxani? We can run it out of there. Let's just do a single mission. We lost a few things here last time. We didn't lose anything there. 31 tons of freight. The reason I'm doing this, we don't have a direct rail line into Odessa, and so Toscani, Galati, that's fine. That all looks good. Let's come out of there. Just another single mission. I had about 50 tons of freight out there. We've only got a couple of divisions there. I just wanted to make sure they got something. Out here, I don't think there's anything too necessary. Minsk, we've still got a rail line that gets food in here. These guys didn't look overly, famished. Vilnius. Uh, oh, say, when I did that to Odessa, did I? Let's try this again. Let's come out of. I feel like that didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Where would we best come out of? Tarnopol, Koval. Where the hell is that? Um, Oh, here's a place we can run out. Let's do a single mission now. I think those other ones, actually, I pointed to this place down here, and as you can see, we do lose transports coming into Odessa. I think what I did before is I left clicked there, and so it was flying from Galati over here to Toscani. Well, that doesn't do you any good. I just want to make sure we get a little in, but we lose 4 transport planes, so I'm done with that. We have been flying out here a little bit anyway. Can we not go out of Jagopils? Minsk? No, we don't have any air miles. These would all be level bombers. Looks like most of our transports, first Hungarian has not been used up. But then down here, it's all level bombers. But you can see all of our transports, for the most part, have been used. I think we're actually okay on freight for the most part. Let's go to the reserves for one last peek. Um, and we've got the 2 divisions that are at 67%. Should I just bring them out? I mean, we need them. Certainly. We've got a few back here on 68, a numerous on 68 that are just came back here. Can't wait to get those back on. One, two, three, four, five, 6 German divisions. I think we can bring on next time. Okay, I think we're good on that. I'm just going to leave that as is. Let's get off of run and freight. Let's go back to move mode. I say we turn the turn. Let's do it. I hate when we can't do this together, but I'm going to go ahead. Excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and I'll zoom in one level here. This is where I'm really concerned, I guess. Maybe a little bit out here. He's really massing, towards Warsaw, just like he did last winter. But you can see all of the swamp out here. Hopefully, we can use that to our advantage. In the winter of 43-44, if we make it that far, I'm just going to have nothing but Hungarians and whatever else is left here in this swamp. Let them build up to level 3 forts, and that's it. All right, let's turn the turn. It's February 14th. We'll be at February 21st. I've already looked at the depots, and off we go. It is a full-on blizzard across the map, so we'll see how aggressive the AI wants to be. There have been certain turns through this winter it's been incredibly aggressive. Other times it hasn't done much, so we'll see. Um, you got to think his supply, his logistics is getting a little bit stretched. I mean, you would think he's advanced so far in the middle of the winter, but Soviets are known for overcoming such obstacles, so we'll see. I certainly hope he takes a turn or two off here soon. Now, we do remember last spring, the AI basically just sat there during the mud, which is probably smart, and really didn't do a whole lot. And, I'm just hoping to get to the mud here, get, more units rebuilt, get a line really set up, and then set up for our what has to be a, kind of a big envelopment somewhere because we need to knock out, this spring and summer and fall, we've got to take out probably a million at least, and I mean at least Soviet troops through envelopment somehow or encirclement, I should be saying. You got to envelop before you encircle, but you know what I mean. All right, moving through the air, been very docile in the air. I think when we play XTRG, we'll be a lot more aggressive with Soviet air. You may as well be. You've got all the planes in the world. I mean, just you may as well throw them at things. This game is based on points from locations. It doesn't really matter how much you lose, other than how that affects you, from a land perspective. But losing a bunch of planes doesn't lose you a bunch of points, unlike, War in the Pacific or something like that. All right, here we go to the front attacks, and we'll see how aggressive he wants to be in the south. Hasn't, he's been massing in the south more than anything, which should probably scare the hell out of me. In the center, he's obviously been more aggressive with moving. In the north, he tried to break through towards Riga, but hasn't been super aggressive. Okay, speaking of which, this is northeast of Riga. Is that right? No, 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 no. Sorry, this is Königsberg. Gosh, that's how far back we are. That's Königsberg. He's attacking down this stretch. There is Riga. I was, gosh, wishful thinking that was Riga. This is Riga. That's Königsberg. We get attacked here. Gross Deutschland, that is under the 56th, under von Manstein. Interesting to attack that unit. I mean, that's pretty strong. It just came back on the map. We lose 57. They lose 351 and 9. Okay, they're going to attack, certainly do it there. Now we're up by Riga, guys. Okay, we've got an adjusted 1304 under Fleps. We actually need to look at Fleps. 230, 736. He obviously passed the dice rolls to get support units in. So, okay, good job, Fleps. 730. I don't know how I did not look at him. I mean, that's the Panzer Corps. Did I? Maybe I did. I don't know. We'll have to see. 736, 4, and 24, but we hold there. Then they attack there again, and we hold there again. 6.8. I mean, we're rolling 1156 there on the adjusted. Again, outside of Riga, this is the 251st Division. A little closer here, 128 to 69, but we hold on there. Then they hit the 345th. 175 to 68, level 2 fort, 2-1 losses to our advantage there. Yeah, really all up and down the Riga way here, but we're holding nicely. Seems they've run out of steam a little bit. I don't want to say that too soon, but I'm just saying in that area, certainly. This is one of the stacks I was worried about, and with good reason. We only throw up an adjusted 199. That's really not good enough, but we, two divisions and we throw out 14,000 men. The Soviets have 65,000 men. They cannot overrun the German position. 14, 26, 29, and 48. We lose 605 and 5. That's a miraculous hold to that level. Let's see if they hit them again. No, they do not. They hit up north of. Now, somebody said I can't call this the Smolensk Bulge anymore. That is true. It is now the Minsk Bulge. Let's hope it doesn't become the Vilnius Bulge. But anyway, they attack here with a lot of strength. 75,000 men, 941 guns, and 433 FVs against one infantry and one motorized division, and we absolutely gobsmack them there. 3,300, 46, and 59. We only take 176, 2, and 3. Now that's where I scooted over and I stacked those together. I'm certainly glad I did. We put a hurting on him there. Um, this is right next to Glubko, or is it Glubko? I think it is Glubko. I think we just got knocked out of there. The first battle we've really lost this turn, and we get knocked out of Glubko. Okay, that makes me mad, but I don't know. I mean, we don't have any aircraft there anymore, I don't believe. So, okay, we're holding here. This is one place I was concerned about. This is another place I was concerned about. But we go 597 and 68. Shows you the power of a level 2 fort. Um, That's how you're supposed to hold on defense. Now we get to the speaking of which, this is not how you do it with the Hungarians, as they're just getting going to get blown out of here. It's a matter of how many movement points of the Soviets we can eat up a little bit. Now we retreated here, 304th Infantry Division, right next to Minsk. It was this in the clear that got hit hard and knocked back. Now we did more damage, but this was a good German division, and we only threw up a 31. Must have missed a dice roll with Hubei, but he did get support units in there. 7-1 though. But the Soviets have 91,000 men to our 15,000. So the fact that they didn't get completely routed all the way back to Berlin's probably a miracle. 115 to 109. We won't roll, we roll out there with a 702 adjusted. Now he's hitting directly into Minsk. Look at that, 1781. So he comes with 44,000 men. Now that's going to be a lot more coming up. But we take a penalty because that's the Panzer Corps in there. We actually should put another infantry in there and get the Panzer Corps out of town because we have these mismatched 8th Corps and 39th Panzer Corps. But this time it probably gives us a nice benefit. 1781. So the Soviets take 45, 37. 109 and 84 on the losses. We lose 2 tanks because that motorized division doesn't have many tanks in it. Okay, awesome. Good hold there, but this, he's got a lot of men massed right there. We get blown out. Where was this? This is right down. Okay, well, I mean, headlights towards Warsaw. This was 9th Luftwaffe, so this is out in the middle of the Pripyat marshes. Not a surprise there. 778 to 888. I was hoping they could put up a little bit better fight, but we're just trying to slow them down here. Are we going to slow them down? I don't know. We're routed there. We're routed there. We lose 900 Hungarians. Okay, this is down. Now we're finally getting down here to the south of the Pripyat marshes. We hold strongly there with the 624 under Golnik, 70, 208, 3 and 9. Okay, not a huge battle there. And then 12th Infantry Division's up here, puts a little hurting on them. They did take us down to fort level, so that had a little punch to it. Now then, this is nope, that's not a brand new division. This is one of the divisions that I scooted around up here. I'm glad I did, because he came with the 19th Tank Corps and the 29th Tank Corps. They hit. They met in the middle of the battlefield. We actually took a few more losses, but he did lose 31 AFVs. A few more infantry losses, but he lost a lot of, numerous AFVs, so that's why. All right, they attack up here again. Freesters down here, 224, 653 on the losses. All right. Okay, more. Oh, he busted through here a little bit. This is under Zorn. We did get knocked back there, and I think he's going to get into a depot, but he's busted through, and they also dislocated headquarters there. Von Mackensen is down here. He's with the 14th Panzer and 389th Infantry. We do have 102 tanks here, but we really put a hurting on him there, and we stay in our level 3 fort, 598 to 155. Guess that was right there. Okay, kind of around the bend here, 299 to 25. This was 9th Infantry under Zorn. They hold. Man, we lost that depot up here. Think we have any planes there. I've been trying to scoot the planes back. Oh, the Narva line has been hit. The Narva line has been hit. Wow, I want to go back. Well, we'll go back and look at that. We held on, but they finally hit the Narva line. Date line. The first time they've attacked there, I think it's got to at least be 16 months. It's probably longer. This has just sat here forever. I want to go. We're going to go look at that battle site. Sorry, I tried to pause it, and then it didn't look like it took, and then so I hit continue. But anyway, we're going to look at it immediately after our logistics phase here. The Narva line. Well, he didn't move us. I can tell you that. So we held on there, but it looked, I just glanced at it. I didn't see the whole thing, but it looked like it was 1-1, which doesn't inspire all the confidence in the world. What I really want to see is if we lost a fort level there, because we just can't afford for these fort levels to go down. I don't want to bring anything up there, but we may have to. Okay, here's the Soviets running freight. All in all, that certainly could have been worse. Trademark. I'm going to start selling you guys shirts that say it could have been worse. That'll be the new tagline on the channel. Look at all those beautiful fort levels. Gosh, I love that. But he did break through right there. We'll go take a peek at that. We can't, obviously, we can't let him get and cut off this southern part from the northern part of the south. So we'll have to deal with that. It looks like he really ran a long ways. I don't know. They shoved us back there, and then he moved a what appeared to be a mech unit through there. But gosh darn it, Lvov is actually worth points, so we got to be really careful with that. All right, we're going to look at that battle site. We're going to go look at the front, and then we're going to get going again tomorrow. All right, there we go. We're through our logistics. And that's that. All right. He's actually down to 511 points. So he did lose another point from breaking events, but we're not going to deal with that right now. I'm going to go up here. One thing that we don't often do, map info, battle sites. There we go. Battle sites. Show me. uh, right here. And let's click on that. Yeah, I was right. It was 1-1. Lindemann, who's been up here forever, obviously, he took us from a 3 to a 2, but this was pretty equal, 151 to 154 once they put it through the blender. Now, we had 564, but through all the various adjustments, we end up with 151. We had 14, well, let's call it 15,000 men. The Soviets had 50,000 men. 842 artillery pieces. He lost 19 planes. He didn't even fly out there. Boy, that's got to be a slap in the face. 612 and 8, 1051 and 20. Well, that's concerning, certainly, because I mean, it was 1-1, but that started with us at a level 3 fort. It's now a 2. He's got 50,000 men. He's attacking us from 3 sides. We may have to shuffle here, although I hate to move these guys because we're getting a nice bonus from our combat prep here, right? Because we've just been sitting there. We're in the heavy woods at Slancy. All right, let's move down the map. Really very, very few attacks in this area. We did have an attack there, an attack here, 2 attacks. You can see the 2 there when you're on the battle locator. We had one here. He tried to push through. He's got a tank corps trying to push there. They also are trying to push on us right here. But he attacked here. He attacked there. Did not attack here. Just kept moving. This is concerning. He sort of busted through there. Let's take the air off. There. No, he didn't bust through. We just backed up a little bit. We're going to have to scoot. Boot, scoot, boogie. We did get knocked out of Glubko here. You can also see a nice little just summary of the battle. 102,000 Soviets there against 20,000 Germans. They lost 1468. We lost 720, and we had to retreat. There goes Glubko, guys. There goes Glubko. These guys are just going to drop back then, and I may take this and just scoot it around here, and we'll just say screw it to Glubko. I wanted to have this out here because it's the only decent place to really have a depot, but maybe we'll put one here. Maybe we'll put one here. We'll look. Well, I think we just had an earthquake in California. Okay, no, I'm not even kidding. Pretty sure we just had a little earthquake there. My wife and I just looked at each other like, what the hell was that? The whole building almost shook. Uh, where everybody's okay, but internet problems, earthquakes, you get it all here. I'll talk to you guys next time. I'm going to log off here. You have a good one. Don't worry, everybody's okay. But that was interesting. Hey, the joys of California. You guys have a good one. Strategy Gaming Dojo. Till next time. Adios.